So The Invisible Man is the new movie starring Elisabeth Moss. It's a horror from the Blumhouse production team, and guess who's seen it?
I did.
Welcome back, by the way, to Boys on Film. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We've got that review of The Invisible Man coming up in a second. But first, to celebrate me recently hitting 3k subs on this channel, and thank you if you played a part in that, we are giving away the electronic album, which has been reissued.
That's some hot swag.
Johnny Marr, Bernard Sumner from New Order, and the Pet Shop Boys Neil Tennant, all featured on there. We've got the Judy Blu-ray, starring Renee Zellweger.
Great film.
Yeah. And the Republica 3CD disc set reissue of the 1996 album from Saffron and Co., who I actually interviewed just recently at the Dome in Tufnell Park, so check out that video up there. But yeah, if you want to win all this lot, head over to filmmarriott.net, all the details are there.
I might just have to win the competition and take it home with me.
Yeah. It's just a shame there's not more copies of these to go around. But anyway, The Invisible Man, Elisabeth Moss. I'm gutted that I didn't actually see this. I couldn't get out of something, so didn't make the screening, unfortunately.
But it is in theaters now, so you can see it this week.
I will see it eventually. So is it any good? What's the stuff you liked?
Yeah, I really liked The Invisible Man. Elisabeth Moss' performance was absolutely captivating. I really got sucked into the story. I was a little bit hesitant, because it's, kind of a remake of a classic, and I think that's what they're trying to do with like The Mummy and The Invisible Man, and I think they wanted to bring like a connected monster universe together, but I believe they're just keeping them separate right now.
So is it a remake? It's a remake, but they're doing something fresh with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was not disappointed. There's quite a few jump out of your seat moments, spill the popcorn.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah. The special effects, there's a couple of them that are a bit dodgy, but as you expect, it's really hard to do a film like this. The character acting of, acting with, an invisible person like attacking you and stuff is really well done, and I would go and see it again. We talked about our in one of our last videos about our most anticipated films of the year. Like this, just check the box for me.
Absolutely, and she's always amazing to watch on screen as well, because she gives so much in her performances. She really puts her heart and soul into it, and you can really see that she struggles in her films as well. As a character, you can see that she really gets put through the ringer a little bit. Yeah,
she does that whole tortured soul thing quite well.
Well, it's like in The Handmaid's Tale when you see the close-ups of her face, and she doesn't actually have to say anything. You just see her just being tormented on the screen. It's brilliant.
One day I would like to see her in a really happy-go-lucky comedy.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to see that. Is there anything you didn't like about it?
Like I said, there's a few dodgy special effects type things, but I can forgive it because it's really hard to do a movie about an invisible person and just make it work. Some of the things they did were really quite clever too. So I don't think this is a spoiler because they show it in the trailer, but she's like trying to find out where the Invisible Man is, and she throws a bucket of paint on him, and it just is like you can see his outline. Yeah. It's so scary. There's a couple of scenes they don't give away in the trailer, and I would actually say the last third of the film is very surprising. So I was a bit too worried that they were giving away too much in the trailers, but the last third is really good. So
don't you think it must be really difficult for film companies and production teams to kind of give a horror film that is going to scare people and keep people kind of gripped to their seats, because there's so much competition from horror films, dating from way back to the 70s and 80s, that I think nowadays, horrors seem a little bit tame.
Yeah, it's not this isn't a blood and guts horror.
More suspense.
It's more suspense. I mean, there is a couple brutal scenes in it, but it's not torture porn or anything like that. It's more suspenseful, and I like those horror movies.
I do.
They feel like thrill rides,
So. And also sometimes it's what is going on in your head that actually makes a film scary, as opposed to what you're seeing. I think you can see too much in a horror film.
Yeah, I agree.
So is it down to the performances mainly then?
Yeah, Elisabeth Moss knocked it out of the park, so I hope she does more roles like this. I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you're at all curious, just go and check it out. I had a lot of fun, and the rest of the audience had a lot of fun with it as well. So
if you are new here, by the way, thank you very much for watching this video. We've got plenty more reviews to come, including some coverage of the BFI Flare Film Festival in London, which is the LGBTQ plus film festival, which is yearly at the BFI on London's South Bank. got lots coming up for that.
And I'm off to South by Southwest in a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
and lots of films that I have no idea what they're about that I'm going to see.
And it always clashes, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Every year it clashes at the same time, so you normally catch the last part of the Flare Film
Yeah,
Festival.
so you'll be on duty the first week of Flare, I'll be on duty the second week of
Yeah.
Flare. We probably won't see each other, but
Yeah.
we'll probably meet up here to talk about all the
Lots
films.
to talk about. Are you going to
Yeah.
be covering stuff at the South by Southwest?
Yeah, it's hard to, say what I'm going to cover at South by, because you go there and it's a big surprise. Like,
Yeah.
I've made my schedule. I've checked off all the films that seem slightly interesting. There is some big talent there this year, but it's really hard to say what I'm excited about, because you just don't know until you come out of your screenings. I went into Booksmart not knowing what it was about. I went into Good Boys not knowing what it was about. I went into The Curse of La Llorona and not knowing what it was about. And you just don't know what you're going to get there, because these movies aren't being talked about yet.
Usually the best way, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
and
to go in
it's-
and not know.
Yeah, and it's their world premiere, so you kind of have to judge the movie by, the listing of what the movie is about, if it has a decent cast that you like, and just go from there. But, yeah.
So all that coverage coming up, not just on this channel, by the way, but also on your website,
Yep.
which is eqmusicblog.com.
Yep.
Lots of music stuff on there too.
New music reviews that we do daily, as well as our Spotify playlists, as well as it's peppered with our Boys on Film coverage. So.
And also you can hear us on Gaydio, because I have a show on Gaydio, which is every Sunday between 1 and 4. Check all the details down below of where you can listen. You can listen online too at gaydio.co.uk, and we'll bring you all that stuff and more over the next few weeks.